on the website. Something happening every day. Family fun for the next week. Should be an awesome week. So.
This is the Buffalo Community Podcast, all about the greatest small town in the USA, the people in it, and how it all works together. Here are your hosts, Tyler Reese and Mark Benzer.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Buffalo Community Podcast. We have a couple of fresh faces here. They've never been on the podcast before. We've got Sue Olmscheid and Suzanne Odell with the Buffalo Chamber. Thank you for coming in, and we're actually going to talk about the infamous Buffalo Days.
The
75th year of Buffalo Days.
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming again.
Thanks for having us.
It's always a pleasure to sit down and talk and what's going on in Buffalo. So, Buffalo Days, let's kick it off.
Kick it off, 75 years. So if you guys saw those buttons, it doesn't quite go back 75 years. Originally it was called Harvest Days. Kind of, Hanover is like Harvest Festival still now. Yeah, so anyway, it started out as that. And then somewhere along the way, according to our records, it transitioned to Buffalo Days. So our first Buffalo Days button was in 1955. So not quite 75 years of buttons, but 75 years of having a community event. And yeah, that was more in August. It was later, so somewhere then it moved up into June. And I think all these are June. So as soon as it was Buffalo Days, it moved to June, and that's where it's stayed.
It used to be in August?
Yeah, when it was the Harvest Festival, it was later. I suppose it was Harvest.
Hanover is in August.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Buffalo Days.
Yes. So here we are. Start Sunday, basically. Kick off at the airport. So Suzanne and I, it's kind of interesting because you look at this whole calendar that, Suzanne puts together, all the people call in and do all these things during the week. But our main things, like even the fly-in breakfast, we promote that. The royalty will be there, and, so there's some Buffalo Days kind of presence along there, but we don't plan that. So it's just like another leg of the community that helps make the whole week fill with good family fun. So that's kind of cool.
So it's a fly-in breakfast and car show. And they've been doing that forever. So well-attended people. Yeah, people know to.
Yeah.
And then the Buffalo Community Orchestra is that night. So that whole day kicks off Buffalo Days for us.
That's kind of been the traditional kickoff of Buffalo Days for quite a while.
Yep.
The flying breakfast and, yeah.
Yeah, I remember bringing my kids when they were littles there. Loved having the breakfast and the glider planes. Just looking around at the airplane, so it was cool.
No airplane show.
No Mr. Whiskus.
No,
Oh.
he has retired.
Hung it up.
Oh, the Red Baron?
Yeah.
That one? Yeah, that was always fun.
It was fun.
It was, and occasionally you got to watch him practice.
Yep.
You're like, that's an expensive hobby to
Yes.
practice. But
You
what
could
a
hear
cool what a cool thing. But obviously people are flying in. I always find that fascinating still.
Yeah.
Flying in for that breakfast. Obviously that's out at the airport. Car shows at the airport. Orchestra's down at the band shell in Sturgis Park.
Yep.
So kick us off into Monday. We got the Buffalo Royalty. Where's that paper?
Yeah, you need to share one too.
The Buffalo Royalty Ice Cream Social, that's at the Buffalo Community Center, and it's open to the public. That's on Monday, starts at 6:30.
Correct. Yes.
We have this paper here, and the Miss Buffalo candidates, Annabelle Anderson, sponsored by Second Nature Property Services, Isabel Anderson, sponsored by What's the Scoop, Faith Hayes, Lamont State Farm, Abby Hilden, Core Trust, I hope I said that right, Core Trust Bank, Sophia Palmer, Health Source, Bailey Pura, IntegraPrint, and Lauren Strand, Natural Roots Salon. So good luck to all those ladies for Miss Buffalo. So that's who you're going to meet on Monday at the Ice Cream Social.
Yeah, we have not met them yet, so that'll be our first interaction with our candidates, too, getting into next week here.
They attend several events throughout the week. So it's good to meet them. And
They are very, very busy. I know for Rotary, they show up and they give their speeches, and it's always a fun event to watch them. And we get the questions there just to kind of push them a little bit outside their comfort zone, but you get to kind of see exactly what Buffalo's producing, and they're always amazing young people.
Yeah, and come to the Culvers. It's their fundraiser on Tuesday night. So if you eat at Culvers, they'll share in the proceeds. So come between 5 and 8 that night, and they'll help serve. And the royalty program, and a lot of things that people maybe don't know about Buffalo Days is the expense behind it. So to send one candidate to the Aquatennial is $1,250, and that's just a fee. That's not.
Oh, wow.
That's not her stay, that's not her dress, that's not any of that kind of thing. So they in the past had done car washes, and that kind of has, diminished in people getting their car washed. So Culver's has been a great deal, and Jeremy there has supported them the last few years, and it's a good way for them to fundraise for the program and kind of be able to help send that person. And then we also give a $500 scholarship to the 2 princesses and queens, so it helps support that too.
Cool.
Did you know that?
I had no idea.
See?
Yep. That's why you're here.
That's why we're
That's why
here.
you guys are here, right?
That's expensive.
It
Like, I
is,
mean,
and
that's-
it's gone up since we've been there. It's gone up twofold, I think,
Yeah.
since
Wow.
I've been at the chamber. So, but it is what it is. So
I'm going to start a parade, and they can be in my parade for half of
there
that.
you go.
My cartoon bubble just shows Mark at the end, big white suit like Boss Haas or something, big white coat. This is my parade.
Yeah.
So,
Someday people will be in it. Yeah. Tuesday kicks off the medallion hunt.
Yeah, that's
I
always a
mean,
big
if you
one.
don't look forward to the medallion clues, then I don't know. You must not be from Buffalo then, because
Do you guys take your kids out now and do it?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, they're
That's a
already
fun
asking
event
about
for
it.
the kids.
Yep. That's one of my favorite events of it because it gets you out in the summer. And boy, my kids are so interested in that. And we were so close. I mean, from the first clue a couple of years ago, it's at this park. I know it's at this park. This is the only clue that could make sense. And we were there and like, well, gosh, we've looked
Fine.
all over. But by the end, it still hadn't been found, and this was on Saturday morning is the last day. It's pouring rain, and there's maybe 60 people at the park.
Wow,
And we're like,
still-
so it's like this, it's definitely
It's
got
gotta be
narrowed
there.
down.
Yeah.
Yep. And then it was finally like I'm the only one out there because I don't want to go now. It's been 4 days that we've been doing this. That's my kid voice. And so we're looking, and I'm walking up again. It's pouring rain. And then you see somebody like I found it. I was like, I was so
got to be
close.
kidding.
So anyway, I'm really looking forward to that.
That's
So
cool.
some of my kids, they've already been asking about it.
I have never done it. I've listened to some of the clues,
Did
but
they
I've never
do
gone on
it
the
when
hunt.
you were young?
Yeah, I
It's
think it's
been
always
a
been.
long time,
It's
too.
ever since I can remember that
Okay.
they've been doing the
Yeah.
medallion hunt. And actually, Joe Carlson was in here a few weeks ago, and we talked about everything just about except the medallion hunt because he's leaving. He goes, "Oh, I forgot to talk about this," and I tried to get out the hiding spot from him, but
Oh, shoot.
he
No,
keeps
they
that
were
pretty
still
close to the
narrowing that
chest.
down yesterday, so
Yeah.
they keep it a secret.
Absolutely. And obviously, there's a bunch of other things if they want to, because there's a lot of things each and every single day. They can follow you guys on Facebook.
Yep, this is on Facebook.
Okay, perfect. Let's jump into Wednesday.
Wednesday is when the food court comes to town, so we were teasing this morning that you don't have to cook for the next 4 days, starting Wednesday night. Just go and select a different menu option. So we've got our seafood guy coming back, who's my
Gyros.
favorite.
Mini donuts, shaved ice,
The Euro guys,
popcorn.
a lot of people's favorite.
Is that barbecue truck coming back?
We're going to have barbecue chicken, hungry draft, pulled
Hot dogs, corn
hot dogs,
dogs.
corn dogs, curds, shaved ice.
Toronto pubs.
Yeah.
That's just a state fair thing.
I don't know.
Corn dogs.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
between-
I don't mean to get controversial. Let's
Yeah. Ooh, non-political here, Mike. And then jumping into Thursday, that's another kid favorite.
Carnival starts.
Yes, and the carnival starts. So they'll be rolling into town. We'll see them come in probably on Monday and setting up their goods in the same place at Sturgis Park. Always
Ticket
a good
sales
crowd. And,
at Cub
Yeah.
until Thursday when it starts. So
and if you knew how to do the math, it is a really good
yeah,
deal.
eight tickets
For
for
$20.
$20.
And you only need one ticket for a ride. But if you just go to the
A
carnival,
pre-sale.
and yes, if you buy them in advance, if you go to the carnival, each ticket's $1.50, and each ride takes 3, 4, 5 tickets. Do the math. So it's much better to get the $20 pack, where one ticket will get you on any of those rides. And you don't have to-
Yeah.
Don't have to do the math.
Easy on our stuff.
Sorry, got animated.
Well, this is their last time being here. Well, at least Suzanne. Suze. So,
Yeah, well, I think that Sturgis Park has been kind of a nice little home for that carnival. It's been
It
in various
has.
places where the new fire department is. It's been between Parkside and Discovery.
Has that been Cub Foods parking lot for a
It
while?
was.
Never liked it up there.
No, it's kind of off, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think bringing everything downtown, because we have such a great downtown and the lake, everything. So I think it's actually great of what people think about when they think about Buffalo. It's the lakeside, it's the downtown, it's
Well, Sturgis is perfect place. So you have the carnival, you have the beer garden, the fireworks, the movie in the park. There's just so many things happening, and it's just a perfect park to do that.
good central hub.
Yeah, and the playground there. I mean, even if you bring your kids to the carnival and you've got littler ones that can just go in the playground, it's great. The kids play there while they're waiting for the movie. It's just a good spot, good
Yep.
safe family spot to kind of let the kids be on their own a little bit.
Absolutely.
So Thursday is movie in the park.
Yep.
So there's a kiddie parade from the library to the band shell, starting at 6:30. So preschool, elementary, dress up, be in a little parade.
Sure.
It's great to see those kids
It's
dress up, and they're
fun.
so
They
excited.
think that they're the cat's meow.
Yeah.
When they parade down.
Yep. So if you got a little,
Kids are so confident.
Yep,
I love
they
that
are.
about
They
them.
are.
I mean, they can
Not at all shy about
rock a
it.
Spider-Man suit in the
Yep.
middle of the day
Yep.
and not think anything of it. I love it.
Then we have the movie in the park, which is Sing 2.
Fantastic movie, by
We
the
did
way.
Sing
Yeah.
1 a couple years ago, so now
Yeah.
we're doing Sing 2. And that
And
starts
the
at
community
9.
theater will be there beforehand. So if the kids get there a little early, they're going to have kid-friendly something going on, interaction, engagement with the kids.
cool.
Awesome. Looks like rolling into Friday. It's kind of when like the bigger events start happening. Fireworks, everything. Looks like there's a beanbag tournament. Where's that at?
Community Center?
Community Center. That's $10 a person. Register online at the community center. Fireworks Friday night.
Fireworks Friday night.
Rain or
Always good.
shine.
Rain or shine.
shine.
Maybe just not lightning. But
Yeah.
other than that, it goes on regardless.
I think the weather's looking pretty decent for next week.
I know, I
Pretty
haven't
hot.
looked that
Pretty
far
hot.
ahead. It's going to warm up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is going to
80s.
warm up.
Yep.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it'll be good.
So fireworks
Ding.
at 10. Beer garden,
People will be thirsty.
Yeah, come see Sue and I at the beer garden
Yes,
on
come
Friday
see
night.
Mark and I Friday night.
6 to midnight.
Yep. And who's going to be there? World's nuttiest DJ.
Yes.
Chopper.
Chopper. So we're excited. He brings a great crowd in of his own following, and we had to tell him to tune it down a little bit because he ends up kind of right behind us at
Yeah.
the beer garden. After 6 hours of that, you're like, oh my gosh! But he's super attuned to his audience, and he plays what people want, and yeah, it's
He's
fun.
been around the block
It's
a time
fun.
or two,
Yeah.
that Chopper. He
Yeah.
knows what he's doing.
It's a good time. We're happy that he's always wanting to be part of it.
Yeah.
And the crowds for the fireworks are just amazing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they're all over downtown by the food court. They're just.
We've recently,
Have you
I think
found a spot?
2 years ago or 3 years ago, whatever wasn't COVID, we took the boat out during it,
Oh.
and that was so cool.
Did it take you hours to get off the lake, though?
No, it was like glass calm. It was the kids know the routine of like, hey, when Dad's in the boat and we need to do something, listen. So, but it was glass calm. It was my son Sawyer. He fell asleep. He's like, oh, when is this going to start? Fell asleep, slept the entire time. We're like literally right underneath the fireworks. But it was a great night. It had a ton of boats out there, and so it was a really cool, different experience.
to
So
see it that way.
if you can do it,
Yeah.
yeah, it does take away a little bit from the crowds and that kind of fun chaos. But it was a really fun thing. That'll be weather permissive if we take the boat out
Yeah.
or not.
Does it get buggy out there?
Not as bad as you think.
As you think?
Can
Yep.
you get a corn dog out there?
I can eat a corn dog anywhere.
Can you pull up, run across, grab your corn dog,
Yeah.
get back on? No, it
Kids,
is
want to
kinda
go
fun.
swimming?
Yeah.
Go get me some cheese curds.
It's
Yeah.
fun to see the lights, the boat lights out there too. So
Yeah, yep,
It's pretty
absolutely.
From the other side,
Yep.
for sure.
Brings us right into Saturday, which is kickoff in the morning, is the fishing clinic for kids.
9:30 to 1:30. Again, Sturgis Park. They are excited to have lots of different vendors there. Even fly fishing casting. They'll
Oh,
be
nice.
teaching. So
feel-
that's new.
Wow.
Very cool.
I feel like that's every time my kids try casting a regular pole. And it's like, all right, be patient. My dad was patient with me.
My well, he was 5 years old, and my 5-year-old grandson was learning how to cast at home. And so they tied a washer to the end of his line, and he went back with it, smacked the whole bay glass window, shattered in a million pieces. So that was the training he got. So
Sure.
yeah, maybe Darren will have to come out and fly fish practice in the park. We'll have plenty of room.
Side story. I used to do that as well. Instead of washers, I'd always grab a socket from my dad's toolbox.
Ooh,
And
a little heavier.
boy, was he upset when it was his 10 millimeter and he like couldn't find it ever again. So, oops.
You're a
But,
great caster, though.
yeah, absolutely.
That worked.
Now I am.
Yeah, right.
But, and then the parade, Saturday night,
Yep.
6
Yes.
o'clock.
100 units.
Yep. Where's the
Pretty
start and
awesome.
stop?
Starts at Siouxtown. There,
Siouxtown?
5th Street in Siouxtown. Goes up to the water department, or water treatment plant, takes a left onto First Avenue Northeast, through downtown, takes a left there onto First Street South, ends by the dry cleaners.
Just a quick
Perfect.
little
It is,
backward seat.
but it's a great going right downtown. It's
Yeah.
excellent.
And if you're looking for new camping chairs, you always, I mean, basically Friday afternoon.
Oh, Thursday.
Is Thursday
Thursday.
afternoon.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
you just
Yeah.
basically the pick of the
Yeah.
litter.
Yeah.
And we never hear that any walk away. Isn't that
Yeah.
Yeah,
amazing?
it's-
Like there's just never any reports that, oh, they took my blanket, they took my chairs, and people
Right.
just
Yeah, it's pretty
respect
respectful
it. It is.
of they don't even like shift them over down.
No.
Yeah.
It's
There's
it's
a rope,
quite
and the
impressive,
rope is
actually.
taut. You leave the rope.
Right,
taut.
right.
No shrinking.
Yeah,
But that small town,
yeah,
that's what we
absolutely.
are.
It's funny.
Yep. Which always funny. That's man. There's a lot of camping chairs out here, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's fantastic.
Maybe starting tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah, you never
I mean-
know. You never know.
Yep.
It's good though. We have a lot of good marching bands back again. You know, that's I think what the draw of our parade has always been, because we have a competitive marching field. So not all parades have that. Not all bands are judged in every parade. So that's why we see some really good performances. And you can love or hate that. Some people think, oh my goodness, you know, now it stops the parade and there's these gaps because they're performing. But I think the majority of us really appreciate. It's quite back in my day. The herd, you know, we were lucky if we could form a B out in the middle of the football field. And now what
It's
these
a
guys can do.
lowercase b.
Yeah, probably that too. But, you know, they move and their instruments are up and down and the flag and, you know, the color guard. It's just,
Yeah.
it's quite the performance that they do. So it's fun. That's my favorite part.
So I am not from marching. I'm not from a band. So that's all new. So for anybody who doesn't understand, the judges are located where the old Discovery Center steps were, in front of the auditorium, in that area. So they stop there. They perform for 4 minutes. No longer
No
than
longer.
4 minutes, or they're out, and they are judged on everything.
Yeah.
So once they hit the 4 or just before the 4 mark, then they stop and they go on for the rest, and they do other performances as they go down. But we have tri-state judging. There are four judges that
They're serious.
they're serious, you know.
Business.
So, and then there's trophies. Afterwards, they have their own award ceremony. They get trophies
And cash prizes.
and cash prizes, and they get the grand champion has the banner, the flag of the Buffalo Bison that they won this parade that they
Cool.
keep for a year and display. So it's quite a production. I didn't know any of that until I started, you know, working with the parade, but it's a big deal. And lots of Band-Aids. It's their parents and volunteers that help make this.
The water bottle. Here,
Yep,
squirt it.
right,
All
right.
you know.
Some of those days have been mighty hot. I'm sure you
Yeah.
were-
My favorite position in the marching band is there's always at least one school with a bass player, but it's the one carrying the amp, and I just thought you have to be there. And it's just kind of it's funny. It's like, but it's like dead serious.
Yep.
Like, nope, I'm part of this, and that's my favorite part. But it's always fun. Which brings us into Sunday, which rounds it out with a royalty coronation.
Yes.
That's always fun too.
Pigs and Rigs in the Siouxtown Depot District, there where American Family
You guys gone to
parking
that?
lot is.
No.
Couple years?
Yes.
It's fun.
It's
Like a little mini car show. And
Yep.
then
and
great barbecue.
barbecue. It's a contest, isn't it? Yeah. So
Like,
Do we have a list of sponsors for Buffalo Days?
yep, right here. So gold sponsors. The American Legion has stepped up every year, and they give us $5,000.
Awesome.
Let's quiz these guys. How much do you think our fireworks cost to put it?
Last year and this year, tell us the 17
And
minutes.
it's less
17.
than 20 minutes performance. Yeah,
Okay.
production.
$12,500.
$1.
Oh, that's BS. You can't do that.
$8,500.
Ah, you're close, and that's kind of what it was last year. Went up 20%, so it's 9,600. So it's almost 10
Okay.
grand.
Wow.
Almost
Yeah.
10 grand. So you're think about that for 15 minutes. Let's just say.
Yeah.
You know, you're putting a lot of $1,000 out of.
Yeah. Wow.
So
That's awesome. So yeah.
We
So
appreciate the spot. I mean, we couldn't do it. We literally couldn't.
No.
Buffalo Days doesn't generate enough of its own income through the carnival and the beer garden to be able to produce another one the next year. You know what I mean? So if we didn't have the sponsors, we literally couldn't keep doing this year after year.
it would just be you two lighting off little bottle rockets.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah. Lighting some
Making
snakes.
our own sound
Yeah.
effects.
Yeah. I would show up for that.
Yeah.
So we have Bolton Mank, the Buffalo Rodeo. These are gold sponsors. Culver's, DeZiel Heating and Air Conditioning, Edward Jones, Next Level Seamless Gutters and Exteriors, and Walmart, $1,000 grant to feed our marching bands. We also
Awesome.
feed them. So
Yep.
silver sponsors, American Family, Chris Chapman, Brenner Dental, Buff and Glow Car Wash, Buffalo Floral and Landscaping, Coburn's, Dahlheimer, E&M Outdoor Services, Lakeside Academy, Menards, Natural Roots Salon, Stellus Health, and Worldtronics.
It's awesome. I think give a big round of applause for all the
Yes.
sponsors.
Yes.
of-
Yeah, and we have many more after
Yes.
that too.
Yes.
That gave smaller amounts, and I mean anything is wonderful. So we appreciate it.
Well, thank you for coming in. And before we close it down here, what has been your favorite event year after year?
To plan to,
Ooh, yeah, let's go with two answers. To plan and then to attend or be a part of.
to plan is the parade. So that's very detailed, very organized. You have to think. You don't want to put somebody who has music next to a band, next to a horse. You know, there's lots of different things you have to think about.
Those horses can
And-
make things interesting.
Yes, horses have to be at the end, and they have to have their own pooper scoopers.
Yeah.
We do
And we
have a
got 'em
horse.
back this year.
We
We
have
haven't
a
had
horse.
horses.
Yeah.
Hardly since you and I have
Yeah,
been here. I
yeah,
don't feel.
Yeah. So it's
I always like horses as a kid.
it's fun. It's a fun event. It's a detailed, but it's successful.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the biggest things that people attend.
Well,
Couple
I'm glad you're
thousand at
planning
least.
it, not me. I can tell you that.
Exactly.
So, fireworks are always fun to watch.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we don't get to see the fireworks because we're sitting under the shelter at the
Slinging
Service Park. Sometimes you can stick your head out and
Yeah.
catch one or two. I'm the one at the head of the parade that lets people go, and I like that process. Plus, I like hanging around and just being able to walk back and forth and up the block and chatting with them all and as they're coming through, and it's kind of a nice relationship building piece of the parade. So keeps everybody happy and make sure that, tell them what's going on and gotta wait, gotta move, gotta whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Don't get hit by a train.
That's
Some of those
why we
smaller
do what we
details.
do.
Yeah, I'd say so.
and Mark Benzer picks up all the cones
That's
and the
right,
stakes.
the man.
Nice.
And that's
You
the
can
other
call
thing.
me Mark.
So,
but yeah.
so 100. We have 100 units. That means 100 cones, 100 stakes that you pick up and bring back to the chamber.
It's my cardio once a year.
Yep.
It's enough for the year?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
But that's awesome because that would be Sue and I.
I got it down. I got
You
a
do.
little system
You
behind
do.
it.
Besides
so.
the sponsors, then we rely on
Yes,
volunteers.
volunteers.
Because
Volunteers.
another thing, we couldn't do it. Two of us can't do it. It would be impossible, literally. So we appreciate the people as well. As
Lots of volunteers, lots of vendors. I mean, it's ordering mini biffs, it's ordering garbage cans, it's the city providing barricades, the fireworks, the pontoon, the raft that goes. So the city has been awesome with that. I mean, the police department and the parade. They're
So I think we remember it from a couple of times ago when we were talking about this. It's not the city of Buffalo putting on
No,
Buffalo Days.
no.
It's the chamber.
The chamber,
Yep. So I think that should be definitely noted of
right?
of
Yeah, we appreciate
you know
that.
sending the thank yous and the the credit to the Buffalo Chamber and chamber members and the volunteers and the sponsors. So, with special thanks to the city of Buffalo for helping.
Yes,
correct.
But most of the credit for the chamber. So, but thank you for doing that and providing, years of fun for my family and millions of families.
Yeah.
Millions?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, we've got 250,000 followers.
Over
here.
75 years? How many
Right. It's
gotta be pretty
families
close
have
to
we? Yeah, that's true.
Thousands upon
Yeah,
thousands.
yeah. Take it.
So,
Thanks
Come
for
out and
having
enjoy.
us.
Just, tell everybody to come out and partake.
absolutely.
Yeah. So check out the Facebook page to get your copy of this.
It's on the website too.
On the website, something happening every day. Family fun for the next week. Should
Yep.
be an awesome week. So
For the Buffalo Community Podcast, I'm Tyler Reese.
I'm Mark Benzer.
Sue Olmscheid with the Buffalo Chamber.
And Suzanne Odell with the Buffalo Chamber.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Buffalo Community Podcast, produced by Edlin Media. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube, as well as anywhere you listen to podcasts.